We're coming to you from Molopo Magistrate's Court in Mahikeng, where Agnes Setshwantsho's bail hearing is continuing. The defense concluded with their cross-examination today, and we anticipated to hear from the state as far as their pre-examination is concerned, but we understand they want to postpone. But let us just look at the matters that were raised today. The investigator, Keshi Mabunda, was asked as to why was Setshwantsho moved to Mahikeng female prison while she was initially locked at Mabato police station post her arrest, and he of course cited security risks there. He also indulged the court on how one specific individual coming from one specific bank or impersonating an investigator from that specific bank came or went to the prison just requesting to see Setshwantsho. This regardless the fact that the investigator was not, he had no idea, knowledge of this specific visitor. We understand she's only being visited on Tuesdays, and the investigator has to be made aware of this. The other issue that Agnes has raised was, of course, her diabetes insulin medication, as she was, initially complaining that she's not been taken care of. But I just want to hear from the NPA, in regards to their prayers as far as the postponement is concerned. I'll just speak to the spokesperson in the province, Henry Mamontame. Thank you so much for your time. I hear that the state now is requesting postponement. You will not be starting with, or not intending to start with, re-examination today.
Well, you'd note that since the beginning of the day, we've had other cases given a chance, particularly those who were making first appearances, to quickly do their postponements, and further to that, allow us to proceed as it was planned in our previous sitting. Now, half the day is gone following that agreement. You'd also note that there was a matter, a very high-profile case, that had to appear before the very same court prior to us starting with our proceedings. So these are some of the things that added to the day, half the day being gone without being utilized on this particular matter. But we also feel that beginning with re-examination wouldn't do justice in terms of time, because we wanted to finish with re-examination and possibly start with the new witness who we intended calling. We did indicate in our last sitting that we'd be calling someone from the Correctional Facility to come and testify on behalf of the state.
And we understand that is not the case today, and we had the state there saying that the witness has been threatened, allegedly by the accused. Just talk about that.
Well, I won't delve much into that, but there is such an allegation which would come up when we do converge again in this very court if the presiding officer grants us a postponement to a further date. But yes, there is such a thing that has been noted, a threat of that note.
Yeah. Let us talk about we had the state saying she's still under the care of the investigative officer when asked if the state doubts the security at Mahikeng police station.
Yes, of course. She's not convicted as yet, so she's in the hands of the SAPS, and if they deem it fit that security around her needs to be beefed up for whatever reason, that has to be respected. Hence, the investigating officer made an arrangement for her to be transferred from the police station to the Correctional Facility, where he feels it's much better for her security. She's much secure where she is. And yes, we've noted that there was someone who impersonated someone from a particular bank. That should give you reason enough that her security needs to be beefed up. If we have people impersonating just to visit her for whatever reason that we do not know, it tells you that the decision taken by the IO is correct.
We saw the presence of the TRT here in court today. We spoke to police spokesperson Brigadier Atlinda Mate nationally, and she did confirm that the investigative officer Keshi Mabunda, Sergeant Keshi Mabunda's life might be at risk. As the NPA, what do you make of this?
Well, we won't comment much on that. They deal with risk analysis. They would know much better. But Yes, we agree with them. He deals with very high-profile cases, including the one that we are dealing with. So for whatever reason that they felt his security needs to be beefed up, we respect that and we are for that.
Thank you so much for your time. As of course, we'll stand by to see if the courts does grant the state the postponement they are seeking. We understand that the state will only be available from the 17th of January going forward as far as dealing with this matter is concerned, meaning if they get the postponement to such specific date, Agnes Setshwantsho will spend Christmas and New Year behind, bars, of course, locked. But I just want to emphasize on how when we spoke to Atlanta Mate, she was saying, that is Brigadier Atlanta Mate, that the investigator's life is at risk. So we saw a number of police officials surrounding him when he was being cross-examined. And of course, you would know this is the investigative officer that was also dealing with the Rosemary Ndlovu case, 19 years of experience. At that, now the police have confirmed that indeed this is to secure his safety.